Good morning. In today's presentation, we will discuss an HR issue that Icon Health and Fitness is currently facing. The presentation will be performed by our group, which is conformed by Gabriela Garcia, Becky Kelly, Mallory White, and me, Jamie Gomez. The purpose of this presentation is to share the information researched by our group regarding an HR issue proposed by the HR director of the organization. Here is our presentation outline. We will talk about organization's history, the Human Resources Department Director, the HR issue the organization is interested in expanding, motivation defined and benefits, recommended motivation methods, and our conclusion. As mentioned previously, we have the opportunity of learning some of Icon's background and history. Icon Health and Fitness Incorporated was previously known as Westlow Incorporated, and it was founded by Scott Watterson and Gary Stevenson in 1977. The company started by manufacturing kitchenware products and in 1980 decided to focus on the health and fitness industry, becoming Icon Health and Fitness Incorporated. The company counts with a total of 9 manufacturing plants and close to 2,500 employees around the world. Icon is responsible for the manufacturing of well-known fitness machinery brands such as NordiTrack, Free Motion Fitness, Wider, and others. As mentioned in the organization's website, this firm has been an innovator in its industry for 31 years and has been labeled as the leader in the fitness industry by its customers. Mr. Douglas Junker, Icon's HR director, was kind enough to give us some of his time so we can better understand the organization's mechanics. He started the interview giving us a little of his background in the HR. Mr. Junker is originally from Oregon. In 1981, he obtained a Bachelor's of Science degree in Human Resource Management at Utah State University. He said, and I quote, "In those days, the degree was called Industrial Relations Personnel, and it was more union-oriented." After graduating, Mr. Junker worked as a training manager at Pike Manufacturing in Salt Lake City, Utah. After 4 years, he felt this organization and started working at Wood Grain Millwork in Fruit Lane, Idaho. After working for this company for 6 months, Mr. Junker received a quick promotion as Director of Human Resources, which was a new department in the company. In this position, he was able to create the first wage structure in this firm and an employee benefit program that did not exist previously. This experience in the HR field prepared Mr. Junker for working at Icon Health and Fitness. He has been Icon's Human Resource Management Director for a little more than 20 years. He explained how Icon did not have an HR department at the time he started, and all employees hiring was done through an employment office. Also, there was no defined benefits or retirement plan policies in place. At his arrival, he developed employee handbooks that contained detailed information on vacation, holidays, 401k plans, and benefits policies. Mr. Junker was the pioneer in introducing significant changes to Icon's medical policies and is considered an innovator in human resource practices. Mr. Junker explained that motivation is one issue Icon is currently facing. At the present, the organization has financial and benefits incentives in practice, but Mr. Junker is interested in more creative ways of motivation that could boost employee performance. Next, we have Becky, who will define motivation and its benefits.
In the work context, Herrera defines motivation as that which incites a person's activities. During the first 2 decades of the 19th century, it was believed that money was the primary, if not sole, source of an employee's motivation. However, current research indicates that non-cash motivators are more effective than cash by 4-to-1 ratio. This makes it necessary to reorganize how we define motivation. Motivation towards work can be categorized into 2 distinct types, intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation originates from the desire to perform an activity for itself, in order to experience the pleasure and satisfaction inherent in the activity. When individuals are intrinsically motivated, they seek enjoyment, interest, self-expression, or personal challenge in their work. Extrinsic motivation arises from the desire to obtain some outcome, such as a reward, that is separate from the work itself. When individuals are extrinsically motivated, they engage in their work in order to obtain some goal that is apart from the work itself. Motivation is an important human resource issue because performance, reaction to compensation, turnover, and other HR concerns are affected by and influence motivation. Unmotivated employees are likely to expend little effort in their jobs, avoid extra work, leave the organization if given the opportunity, and produce low-quality work. On the other hand, employees who feel motivated toward their work are likely to be persistent, creative, and productive, generating high-quality work that they undertake willingly. That is, when employees become motivated, they want to expend effort to benefit the organization. Motivation is a very strong predictor of work performance. In a study cited by Sledge and Kopich, it was concluded that once managers understood what motivated employees, managers could focus on the appropriate strategies to create job satisfaction among those workers. However, managers tend to misperceive the preferences of their subordinates, so it is important to first understand what employees value. Now Mallory will move on to the second recommendation to improve employee motivation.